What is going on, everybody? Adam Hill Vending. Been a little while. We had the holidays coming in there. It's a little bit of a slow season for vending. If you have some machines, I'm sure you're probably seeing that as well. Want to hop on here and just give a little bit of update. We've got some things in the work. Hill Vending has been working on. Not merch, not this sweet hat. Can't get this sweet hat. This is limited edition, one of one. But wanted to hop on here and respond to, some of the questions that I have been receiving on the YouTube channel. Appreciate everyone subscribing and reaching out. So again, Adam Hill Vending, right around 100 vending machines in Tampa Bay, Florida. Also, Tampa did win yesterday, the football game. So just wanted to let you guys know. If you're not following, follow us on TikTok. Over 500,000 people following us on there. A little bit easier to just post some videos on TikTok, quick to the point. Well, let's get into some questions we have here. Can you put 16.9 ounce bottles in a Royal Vendor Merlin 4? 5, 6. Royals, you can look up the model number of the machine online. If you have a question, if you're watching the replay, go ahead and drop it in here, and I'll try to get to it as we go through. We've got a question from 14-year-olds, from 50-year-olds. That's the nice thing about vending. The vending business, if you have it set up correctly, it doesn't matter what age you are. Just execute the plan. Execute the plan. So I would go ahead, vending machine tween is the person who reached out. I would go ahead and look up, Google the manual, and it'll have that solution there for you. Okay. Let's see. Did you have to do anything with the compressor when you scrapped it at the scrapyard? The scrapyard we take it to, we do not have to do anything with the compressor. I know he's probably hinting at the refrigeration in the machine, but we did not have to. We did not have to do that. We just drop the machine off. They weigh it on a scale. We roll up on the scale, weigh ourselves before and after we drop the machine off. Let's see. Adam, since watching your videos, I cannot walk past a vending machine without stopping to take note of the brand and model. That's good. Good job right there. Let's see. Had one on Instagram. Have some machines for sale right now. So if you're in the Tampa Bay area and interested, was able to come across a little bit that I'm just looking to offload. So those are listed, but let me find this question here. How do you get your taxes out for buying chips and your drinks? Your tax exempt. A lot of people wonder about tax exempt. Again, a lot of people have a lot of questions about vending. Hillvending.teachable.com. If you're watching this right now, that has all the solutions, all the answers. There's so many questions, but that people could ask about credit card readers, about these machines. Is this a good machine? Everything I put in there. That's why I created the ebook, hillvending.com/ebook, to answer the basic questions, because there's not a lot of good information out there with the vending. Hill Vending is actually the only vending company out there with a social media presence that probably has employees, pays rent. I'm paying now. They just went up on the rent here. Over $1,400 a month for this warehouse. So over probably 10 to 15,000 at any given time in inventory. So no one else on YouTube that I've seen, if you've seen them, drop their name. Everybody likes to talk, at least in the education field of vending. They want to be a consultant. They want to tell you about vending, but they really don't have any machines or don't have any knowledge of what they're talking about. They're just selling. So the nice thing about Hill Vending's course is we practice what we preach. We are out here with 100 machines that are getting filled every single week, doing over $50,000 a month in gross sales. Okay, so let's talk about tax exempt. What we do here at Hill Vending is we pay the sales tax. So when you buy an item at the store, you could get your tax exempt certificate, show it to the store, and you would forego paying the 7% sales tax here in Florida. A little bit higher, but let's use round numbers. You could give them their certificate, then you would not pay that percent. And then when you sell the item, let's say you buy the item for $1, you wouldn't pay the 7 cents sales tax. So it would just be $1, not $1.07. Then when you sell that, when you resell it through your vending machine, let's say for $2, they want their 14 cents instead of 7. So in order to keep it clean, what Hill Vending does is I don't buy tax exempt. I pay sales tax and then back it out at the end of the month. Based on I've paid my sales tax, and then whatever amount I owe, I back out what I paid all along the month. Just easier to do it that way for me. It's been nicer, cleaner, simpler. But if you prefer that, you can do you can get your tax exempt card. Let's see. Wouldn't the 50, 30, 20% rule only apply if you're selling your product for at least double the unit price? Right. So the 50, 30, 20 rule is whether you sell vending for, whether you do $1 in sales, $100, or $1,000, 50% you put for your product, 30% for your payroll, 20% for miscellaneous cost. That is what you would do. A lot of information, or a lot of questions about vending machines, about brands, and whether this one's a good one or a bad one. Oh, had someone comment. Let me see if I can find that one here. Thank you for your videos. Very informative. We've been asked to do a micro market. The micro market will be 1.5 hours away. Never done them and want to keep them strictly electronic, no cash. However, it's new for us. I would be wary. I personally would not go an hour and a half away. Too far, too many issues. I mean, that's an hour and a half one way. So you're talking 3 hours of drive time. 3 hours of drive time, that's a little bit too far for me. I like the 30-minute. I mean, you can stretch it a little bit if you have a concentration. I know some people who drive all the way down the coast of Florida. I mean, with the gas prices going on right now, you're going to be spending a lot in gas, eating into the profits. Speaking of profits, the 4 keys of vending, if you know the 4 keys of vending and you are able to implement them, you will be successful in vending. Those are location, machine, service, and pricing. The 4th one, pricing, had to be added recently when this year a can of Coke in my area cost, I think was right around 32 cents. Now it costs 45 cents. So in 1 year, we're going up, 15 cents. That is a huge increase. And if you're not increasing your prices, if you're not changing your price from 75 cents to $1 or $1 to $1.25, if you're not having these conversations with these accounts, you're going to be working for nothing. Got to make sure everybody sees it. Everybody sees the grocery stores. They see the prices that are going up in the grocery stores. You want to make sure that you're having the conversation with your accounts. We've had it with a number of our accounts, and we've said, hey, listen, would like to talk to you about, the prices that are in the machine. We haven't had to raise them in a while. We're not looking to double prices. We're not looking to make any more money. We're not going to make any more money with this price increase, but we can't take the cost increase on our end. It's eating too much into the margins. So, and then just have that conversation. Most of the time, everybody gets it because they go to the grocery stores, they go to a gas station. A little trick if you want, go to a local gas station, buy some of the items that are in your machine and show them what it would cost for someone to go and buy them at a gas station to buy that same product. And I guarantee you're still, even with the price increase, going to be cheaper than the gas station or grocery store, wherever that would be. We're going to get some more content going on. Collection videos. We have some downloads, some free stuff that we're going to be releasing, working with a team to make sure that we can produce more content. Because if you Google vending education, you're going to be left with buying a $60,000 package of machines that they're going to sell you that they are just vending education. Drop it in the comments if you have a question about who's legit. Who's legit? Healthy for you. So if you go on Google and type in, let me see if I can share this with you. I'm just going to share this, see if I can share this screen. There we go. So you type in vending education on Google. This is what we're getting. Now, you know they're making money and people are buying because there's an ad right there. If there wasn't, there, look at this, ads come up. Vending machine business, the venture to start in 2021, Healthy You Vending. They're running ad. It must be profitable or they wouldn't be running ad. Okay. Now let's look over here. Global Vending Group. Your students will love this. Global Vending Group. Vending Specialist. So, okay, let's see. Let's see this one right here. Fastest growing, top 3 among franchises. Let me show you what we're talking about here. So a little lead magnet right here. You put your name and email and then they're going to follow up with you. The top 5 business opportunities in the nation in 2021. Healthy for you. These healthy vending machines where they sell you the startup cost. And for most people, the reason most people like this, the reason most people would pay $60,000 to get started with something like that is because you think that they're going to help you, let's see, along the way, even if they're not in the same county, in the same state, they're going to know, what kind of account is good. They're going to know what kind of machine it needs. They have the little healthy Sega vending machines, which are complete trash. I like combo machines that are AMS combo machines where you can actually fit enough product in there. Let's see, what else? If you're watching the replay, go ahead and let me know. Let me know what your question is here. Oh, but I wanted to get to the question. The main question is, how do you get started, or how do I do this? Guys, you just get the machine. You buy a machine. Let's see, that wasn't it. Where is it? Right here. I'm 14 years old, looking to start a vending machine business. I know a place that I go to a lot, and a lot of people go to, but one problem, it already has a machine there. Do you think they probably have a contract or deal? No other machines can be put there. In the same building, there's a language school, apartment complex. With me being a kid going to school and playing basketball there, I know what me and the other kids like, but was wondering your thoughts since I don't know what contracts look like and if they say no one else can put there. So what you have to do is you just have to have a conversation with that account. So you have to go to them and ask them. I can't pronounce that name. You have to go to them. You have to ask them who's in charge of their vending and just have a conversation. Don't put so much pressure on it, because you think about it, even if they do have a contract, they may not be happy with who's doing it, and they may be open to talking with you. So you just have to get out there and start having these conversations. If you get some machines, more than likely your first account's probably not going to be your best account. But what you're going to learn is You're going to learn how the machine operates. You're going to learn all the ins and outs of vending, and you may learn that it's for you, or you may learn that it's not. I'll tell you this, having seen the operation of different routes, let's say a bread route, let's say the Snyder Lance route, let's say even like a FedEx route, the vending route, if built correctly, I believe is one of the best routes, which is why I haven't really gone in any other direction, because of the freedom it provides you, because of the fact that if you build it correctly. I know someone who has every 2-week accounts. He doesn't want weekly accounts. He wants every 2-week, meaning go to fill them every 2 weeks is when they get low. He wants to go every 2 weeks so he can take a week off if he wants. Okay, with these other type of routes, if you have to have a bread route, you have to have bread on the shelf, or you're not going to maintain that route. The Snyder Lance route, you cannot skip an entire week. Yeah, you could pay someone to fill in, but the ability in with vending to actually structure it in a way that provides, there's less overhead as far as people telling you what to do when you're in these other kind of let's say Snyder Lance or a bread or even any other kind of route. There's these district managers and these corporate people trying to tell you what to do. The nice thing about vending is you can live and die by your own effort and by your own service that you provide. So that can be good and that can be bad. If you're a self-starter, if you need someone to hold your hand a lot, not in a negative way, but if you need a lot of oversight, it might not be something for you. Vending, it might be something where you want to do one of these routes where you have structure in place. Okay, because vending, there's not a lot of structure. It's all up to you. What machine you buy, what you put in the machines, when you go to the machines, what insurance you get, it's all up to you. Okay, no one's gonna baby you. If the machine's broke, it's on you to get it fixed. Thanks for the question, Brad. Let's see. Do you use any software like VendSoft? If not, how do you track what is in each machine? Good question. We don't use any telemetry software. We have card readers on the machines, but we do not put that in place. It's something we may try going forward with the I don't need the machine to tell me to put 3 Cheez-Its in the machine. It's 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. They're talking about pre-kitting. So if you pre-kit, right? If we pre-kit in this warehouse, meaning I run a report, we put all the stuff in little bins, and then we load it on a truck, and then we take it into the account. First of all, we're breaking out cases into like little cases. I just don't like the scheme of that so far. And we're going to accounts that they need full fills. They need cases of soda. It just makes more sense for us to keep it on the truck, have a rolling inventory, go in, open the machine up, get your order, see what's sold, drink machine. Okay, I need a case of this, case of that, blah, blah, blah. Snack machine, see what I need, 10 Ruffles, 12 cheeses, whatever I need. Go back to the truck, pull your order, bring it inside, fill it up. The time it takes to go in and write your order and the time it takes to pre-kit in the warehouse and all of the things that go into that are, I think, for a bigger operation, maybe, yeah, I'm not saying there's no value in it, but for us, the size I'm at right now, I don't really think there's a lot that I need for that. I can track my product on a percentage basis, on a spend basis, on a product cost, kind of situation. So that's what we do with that. I hope that answers the question for you, Brad. For example, like Coke. I know that we sell cans of Coke. I know we sell 2 pallets a month. Mountain Dew, 2 pallets a month. The how many are sold through each row? We do not track that. We do not track that. Alpha Wolf in the house. Thanks for watching. Adam Hill Vending. Let's see. Do you know of any way to get Coke or Pepsi out if a place, let's say Sam's, an account I have has both and they aren't well maintained and one isn't even on currently? Do you know any way to get Coke or Pepsi out of a place? So if Coke or Pepsi, if they have a national contract, you're probably going to fight an uphill battle right there. If Coke, I think you're saying Sam's Club. Um, the only thing is if you could put another machine in possibly, but normally like Walmart would be a national contract. So we have a machine in Walmart, but it's water only. It doesn't compete with Coke or Pepsi. And you could try to do a snack machine. But if Coke or Pepsi has a national contract, we have not found a way around a national contract because they just have so many locations that they're not going to let one break off. For example, we lost an account this year, a nursing home that we've had for probably 3 years, and we're doing great service once a week account, and we lost it due to that nursing home had 26 locations, and a national locator service found them. A locator service or management company made a deal with the head boss to service all 26 and probably give them a little cut, a little percentage. So we were removed and another company was put in. There's no contract that's going to save you from that. That just happens. So Coke, Pepsi, probably fighting an uphill battle there. You might be able to do the snack machine. Yes, Sam's Club, I have a combo in there which does great, but a soda would be amazing. Just no space for another machine. Yeah, I mean, you can ask them. It doesn't hurt to ask. But Sam's Club is, I'm sure, nationwide with Coke and Pepsi. So it doesn't matter if they're terrible service or not. When you have a national contract in place, they can't get out of the agreement. If 30 buildings, like that nursing home, 30 buildings are part of it, they're not going to let one break out of that, even if it's terrible service, which Canteen is notorious for. And Canteen, the biggest vending company, you'll see them a lot. Canteen, when they have a national contract, it doesn't matter how bad their service. The accounts wanted to switch to us. They wanted it so bad, but at the end of the day, it's out of their control, and they cannot break a national contract for obvious reasons, because that's the whole point of a national contract. So keep looking, keep trying different places. If you buy quality machines, that's the thing of buying. When you buy quality machines, if it doesn't work out one place, you can keep looking or find another location. Buy a location from someone. Be careful buying locations, especially now. You want to make sure that the workforce is coming back in full force and you're not buying on 2019 or pre-Rona numbers. Okay. Let's see. Any other questions here? To touch on the tracking just a little bit more, because I get that. I think there's a lot of obstacles that people put in their way before they start. Not saying it's bad to do this. If you want, you want to get the plan in place. I understand, like an architect building a house, you want to have the plans ready before you start building. But you just have to start making movement. You have to start making progress with the vending. And I notice a lot of people that, I'm sure if you have a few machines or got started, you're not going to be prepared for some of the things that come your way if you haven't, taken the course or been exposed to the vending industry. It was a learning curve for me almost now 8 years ago. Okay, when I lose the biggest account in the first month of operation. Okay, but if you're committed to it, you can be successful. You can be successful. It's just like anything else. If it was a tree company, a lawn care company, any other business like that, if you put in the effort, you can, just got a call here for the machine. I got a combo machine. It's for sale, 2,000. People want to, that's what you'll notice when you're trying to sell a machine. You have a lot of tire kickers, a lot of no-shows. That's kind of why I haven't got into the machine sales side of it. And then when people see $2,000, $3,000, they get spooked. They get spooked by that. So they're going to buy a, $500 machine that they know nothing about because they watched a YouTube video on a guy making all the money. Then they get it and they realize they don't make parts for it anymore and they lose money. What's up, Tommy Cash? Been a minute. Yes, coming back. Take some time off. Took some time off, which is nice. Which is nice in the holiday time. It's going to slow down here. Obviously, Thanksgiving week. And then the last couple weeks of December, probably going to be taking, a couple weeks off. The machines will still be there. The medical facilities will still need filled. But some of the bigger accounts, go on break. So it's a time when we can put the box truck in, take it in to get its service, take it in to get its full service, go through our machines, make sure the compressors are cleaned off, make sure our coin mech bill validators are wiped, do any price increasing. We actually have a big price increase coming Wednesday for an account that I talked to 2 months ago to give them enough lead time to build into the increase that's coming so that we could post it so that people were aware of it beforehand and we didn't just push it on them. So that's another thing about pricing that I would recommend is have the conversation and say, we can wait until the beginning of the year to do this. We can post something on the machine. It's less, they can see it coming, right? You can see that price increase coming instead of just doing it all in one fell swoop. But the beginning of the year is a great time to start raising the prices or to put in place your price increase. Again, you have to raise your prices this year. If you haven't raised prices this year, I don't know how you're going to make it. You can't do vending for free. It is a for-profit business and you have to raise your prices. You have to. Coke and Pepsi do not ask you if you can raise their prices. They just raise them on us. They just raise them on you. So, but yeah, Tommy Cash, thanks for checking in. Hope everything's going well up there. Any trouble getting supplies? Yes, we are. Sam's Club it seems, discontinued almost exclusively the 50 count boxes of chips. The snack side is having more of a supply issue than the drinks. We're able to get supplies. We're able to get supplies, full pallets in. With that, they have limits on their website, but we're able to pull a few strings so far to not do 5 limits or 5 per quantity limits. So that's been good. And hopefully with our Snyder Lance route, we've been absolutely decimated with a route that should be averaging probably 12 to 13,000 in sales. You don't make all that, you get a commission on that, 15.5%, to down around 6 or 7,000, cut in half. So that's basically paying for itself right now. Not really making anything on that. You're at the whim of the Snyder Lance telling you what they want to do. So whereas a vending, if you're out of Cheetos or Ruffles or you're having supply issues with getting Snicker bars in, you can put Hershey's in, or you can put different items in the machine. Whereas when you have the bread route or a Snyder route, you have to do obviously you have to sell or put on the shelf what they give you. You don't really have a say on how to switch up your product or change anything. So do you do inventory at the end of the year or just keep a running total? We just keep a running total. Basically know how much in inventory is in here, and that's our starting point. We have our inventory stays the same because we order weekly, and it stays within $500 to $1,000 of the same amount stocked in the warehouse. Mainly the way inventory or product is, I want to track product cost. I want to know, if our pricing is good, if we're actually we're down around, so far for the year, almost like 41% product cost, 41%. So on that 50, 30, 20 rule, we're at 41. So we're picking up an extra 9 points right there, which is, buying deals that we find, doing our price increases, not having a lot of waste. A lot of little things in vending add up. I do recommend the credit card, that 2% cash back Capital One Spark card. They're 2%. So if you're spending tens of thousands of dollars a month, 2% adds up. Even if you're smaller, if you have an EIN number, you can get that and start racking up. There's actually better than 2%. There's some credit unions 2.5%. Straight cash back, free product. Use that cash, pay for the product, lower that product cost. So if it was 50, it'd be 48. Sam's Club, get the 2% cash back on that, which is why we have almost 10 Sam's Club cards. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. 2% there. So 2% on the credit card, 2% on the Sam's Plus. In store, you're talking 4% right there. 4%. 4% right there. So I recommend it. Plus, you can also, we've had to order some product in from, shipped to the house from Sam's Club. If you have a Prime membership, it's free shipping. So that's nice. They'll ship boxes. I don't know how they make money on it. Shipping cases of TGI Fridays to the house probably takes up the whole back of the UPS truck. Have you upgraded all of your USA telemeters? We need about 50 more. Yes, we have. All of ours are now the 5G. So we did that last year. We did that to where we have everything's online, so we're not going to get cut off when it switches from 4G to 5G. If you're not sure, USA Cantaloupe now, Tommy. They changed their name, Cantaloupe. So if you have credit card readers that are older than a certain date and they're 4G, when they switch in your area to 5G, your credit card reader may not be working anymore. You have to buy a new modem, the new modem. You don't need the new swipe feature. You just need the new modem. And it looks like they're doing a $99 upgrade special till the end of the year. So go ahead and be out in front of that. You can email them and they'll give you a report on which ones are, I think it's G9. If you have a G10, I think that's fine. But if it's older than a few years, you might want to get that checked because you'll have to upgrade to 5G for when in your area. They did not have, they don't have a timetable as far as when it's going to switch over, but it could just happen where your machine's not taking. Just got an email right now from them. Let's see. So right now a G10 cashless kit is $199. The ePort Engage $229. Pulse kit $239. So does everyone need a credit card reader? No. Does it make it nice? And depending on location, will increase sales? Absolutely, 100%. It is a must at most. Let's just say 50 and over employee locations. If you have over 50, if there's over 50 employees or foot traffic, probably going to want to put a card reader on there. Something we may experiment going forward is card only, card or cash only. Card only, and get rid of cash and coins. Get rid of coin jams, get rid of bill validators, coin mechs. You can pay Apple Pay. You can swipe your card. You can pay with your phone. So that's something that we've noticed that some of our accounts with younger clientele, it's 70-30. If 70% of the transactions are cashless and 30% are cash. When you have medical facilities and older clientele, they're still using cash and card or cash and coins, bills and coins. But when you get to the younger, it's all Apple Pay, Google Pay, whatever payment methods you have. So, awesome. Well, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Going to come on here in December, do some more, get everybody geared up for vending in 2022. Hopefully the tide continues. Florida, we're open right now. Hopefully in your area, you're allowed to conduct business. And I believe vending going forward will still be a good business to get into. I don't think that even with NFTs and online marketplace and everyone's going to be VR, and Facebook changed their name to Metaverse, and crypto and everything's going into the Metaverse, these people, you still have to eat. Okay, you still have to unplug from the Matrix and go get something to eat. Okay, and even if the economy goes bad, someone told me one time, they said they were around during the Depression, an older person obviously, or their dad was, and they said, even if the economy gets really, really bad, people with their last dollar will always spend it to buy something that tastes good, to make them feel better, whether that's a can of Coke or a Snicker bar. So I don't think the trends of the health conscious consumers are going to go down. I think even if the economy's bad, people will still buy a can of Coke before they put money in their 401k. You have to eat before you can worry about your 401k. So you cannot pay your house bill. You cannot pay your mortgage payment or rent. You have to eat. You have to get out of the metaverse, take your Google glasses off, and you have to eat something. They haven't solved for that yet. Okay? So if you're watching this replay or watching this or have a replay, have a question, drop it in the comments. We're going to come back better than ever. Stay tuned. December 1st, we're going to be dropping a brand new website. Some free downloads, some access to some different items are coming forward. So really want to push forward on the education front. I believe that there's a lot of value that Hill Vending can add to the vending education community. And that's the whole point of this channel, is to help you be successful, whether you buy the ebook and course or not. There's a lot of faulty information out there, and I want to kind of steer people in the right direction. I want you to listen to some people who, at least like Tommy Cash, are working in it day to day, not people who are consulting you about how great it is but own 0 machines, or don't have a warehouse, or don't pay employees, or don't have a box truck or any vehicles to move or transport product. So that's what we're going to keep doing. We're going to ramp it up towards the end of the year, and come 2022, who knows, might have a little summit here, a little one-day training where you come to Hill Vending headquarters and we go through the course in one day, answer all your questions, hands-on, touch the machines, feel the machines, program them. We talk about sales. We talk about how to price your machine, why we're putting product here, why we're doing this, maybe even have some special guests. So hopefully we can get that going here in 2022. But until next time, remember, keep your drinks cold and keep your snacks fresh. Talk to you guys later.